Hello and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. It's the Tuesday edition of your premium breakfast TV show, Wake Up Nigeria.
Of course, and as always, we have taken out time to create the very best experience for you on today's show. So make sure you sit back, relax, because every new edition is definitely a step above the previous. And of course, it's only gets better and better with every single passing second right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
Now, we're crawling towards Christmas, but we're already celebrating. And we're offering an opportunity to put that 100-meter smile on your face as we begin this week. A lot of market runs happening this week. People trying to rush to go and get things ready for the holidays.
I actually saw a very, very sad market story, which we may actually talk about earlier. Yeah, and I actually dropped that on the group yesterday. But she'll be here very soon, so make sure you stick around. I mean, entertainment is definitely what we do right here. And we are here to have a great one, right? We've been licensed to thrill you with the best of the very best in quality television, entertainment, to deliver to you at your doorstep. In fact, no, your doorstep is far. Inside your parlor. Inside your parlor, inside your room.
On your device.
Yeah, on your bed right there.
Well, hopefully we light up your day this morning. Now, we are definitely in the mood to make it special. My name is Titilayo Oniso.
And I am Winfrey Ekbelishe. Now remember, you can watch the show and also join the conversation using the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria across all social media platforms to be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian television.
Yes, so remember, you can watch us live from absolutely anywhere across the world. We have a mobile app, guys. You can download it from Google Play Store or iOS, no matter what you're using. Yeah, in the palm of your hands. No stress.
Of course, follow us. We definitely do not like privacy, so come and invade us, right? Take our spaces up, right? We want you to be in our business at TVC Connect on all socials, Facebook, Instagram, Friends, X, anything. Just get it there. We're there.
And don't forget the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. GOTV channel 16, UHF channel 49, StarTimes channel 121. We're giving you all the information for a reason. Make sure you use them.
Okay, so we have a fully packed show. It's the most exciting Wake Up breakfast show for a reason. And today we're going to be starting off with Samuel Oluwafadare, who is a dynamic, astute, and all-around educational professional, nominee for the prestigious Diamond Teacher of the Year 2024 award. And over the weeks, we have explored certain myths when it comes to mathematics. Now, we'll definitely be taking a step further in that conversation.
Yes, parenting, math homework. We dread it.
Not looking forward. No. To the parenting part.
And of course, for the latest in the world of entertainment today, we have updates on Chidinma conquering the world.
Now my favorite part.
Also, on Davido's donation and Jonathan Major. Megan Good's love in Ruth.
Just look at that beauty. She's stunning.
Yes, she is.
Oh my God.
She is. Beautiful.
And Melvin Godwin, fondly called Melvin Wonders by his admirers, is a multi-talented gospel artist with over a decade of experience and has performed alongside top talents including Moses Bliss. He is definitely a connoisseur of both rap and singing. He'll be here to set the mood on this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday.
And on our health segment today, Dr. Chibuki Aibe is a seasoned medical doctor with over 12 years of experience in clinical and administrative medicine, currently serving as practice manager at one wellness center. Now, she's also responsible for designing and implementing clinical processes and procedures. It's going to be an interesting conversation today as we will be demystifying diabetes. Everything you need to know. Are you still in denial? Have you started addressing the issue? Let's talk about it later on.
And finally, on our couch, we're having a very interesting conversation with Joshua Ojo, who started his career as a child actor and ventured into acting at the young age of 10. Now, he also modeled in some high-profile TV commercials down the line. He played a major character in the popular Fuji House of Commotion and ran For over 15 years. Now today, he is the executive producer, writer, and director of the film Wale Soyinka, a film that literally just won the jury prize as the best biopic in Africa at the just concluded Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival. Wow. Interesting. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's some stories that just need to be told.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm hoping, praying that we get to tell a lot more of our own indigenous stories. His story is actually a very unique one. Yeah. For those of us who studied, well, I did English, I did literature, and he's someone that has always been an enigma. Someone people couldn't really figure out. So hopefully, with a biopic like this, we'll get to know him more, and this generation will learn why he's so important to us.
So I mean, besides English literature, I just feel there's some stories that when it comes to the African story and African history needs to definitely be told. The people that literally made major impacts, and I think I'm really proud of the Nollywood industry because they're actually doing a lot of these days, right? Highlighting key players in all of this field. So I think, amazing. It's
going to be an interesting one.
Yes, it will be. And I mean, you see that costuming with the white hair that looks like cotton wool. Amazing. All right, so now it's about time we actually check out what the weather will be like today. Do stay with us.
Hello and good morning. It's time for a news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titilayo Oyinson. Thank you for joining us. We begin this morning in Katsina State, where its renewed efforts to end banditry and kidnapping in the northwest zone of Nigeria. The Minister of Defense, Badaru Abubakar, yesterday indicted two newly acquired 129 attack helicopters and one additional Alpha jet to strengthen the air component of the Operation Fansrayama in the region. TVC News correspondent Abdul Latif Yusuf reports.
A renewed strength and determination by the federal government in the war on banditry and kidnapping. These two additional helicopters are enabled to attack the enemy with laser-guided missiles and can withstand all weathers. The minister emphasized the position of the federal government to continue to supply modern warfare and prioritize the welfare of the armed forces to ensure peace and harmony in the nation.
Our continued effectiveness, the federal government under the visionary leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, has prioritized investment in advanced technology and resources. We extend our deepest gratitude to Mr. President for his untiring support to our armed forces. As promised, the President has provided us with the state-of-the-art aircraft and unmanned aerial vehicles to enhance our attack and intelligence gathering capabilities. With the induction of those new platforms and the quality of men and women operating them, I am confident we will make the President and all Nigerians proud. Together, we will dominate the battle space and achieve decisive victory. It is no coincidence that I am here today to flag off this critical phase of air operations, the unique capability of Air Force that is its speed, reach precision, ensure that no enemy can hide from justice.
He says the most recent successes recorded by the Air Force in their onslaught against banditry has demonstrated the will of the government to end insecurity.
Well, I will ask the public to continue to pray for our armed forces, to continue to pray for our successes, and we will do our best. And as you have seen, and from what they have done for only 1 week, we have seen tremendous changes. We have seen where they bomb a lot of hideouts for the bandits in the last 1 week, and the new operation Pasayama is dedicated to eradicating all sorts of criminality in the northwest. So I can assure you and assure the public that we will continue to fight, and the end is near.
There was a fly past by one of the Alpha jets to reassure the people of the determination of the Air Force to enhance security. Abdul Latif Yusuf, TVC News, Katsina.
Vice President Kashim Shettima has launched Grand Challenges Nigeria, GCNG, a national innovation program aimed at revolutionizing Nigeria's healthcare landscape through locally developed solutions. The initiative, which is part of the Global Grand Challenges Network, will focus on maternal and child health challenges in the first phase. He said this when he launched the GCNG at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. He told the audience that the initiative became necessary following an urgency occasioned by the rapid pace at which the world is evolving in the realms of science and technology. In his keynote remarks, Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Uche Naji, said the Grand Challenges Nigeria is aimed at developing local solutions to critical issues confronting Nigerians.
Initiative aligns seamlessly with the renewed hope agenda under the visionary leadership of His Excellency, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It reflects our shared commitment to reforming our economy, achieving food security, and prioritizing education, health, nutrition, and social investment as pillars of national development.
It's also an opportunity to reaffirm our commitment to inclusivity and equity in serving Nigerians, especially the underserved. It is time to strengthen the capacity of our researchers, healthcare providers, and innovators to lead in health and sustainable development. We already have an array of programs, including the Nigerian Health Sector Renewal Investment Initiative, the Social Investment Program, and the Nutrition 774 Program, all of which stand ready to absorb the expertise we are cultivating. The call for innovation in our health sector has never been more critical.
Now, outside Nigeria, Russia has promised to respond if Ukraine uses long-range missiles to strike its territory. The Kremlin warns Kiev's use of such missiles would mark an escalation in the conflict, hours after U.S. officials say Joe Biden had given the green light. The news has not been formally announced, but Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says the missiles will speak for themselves. He, in his first comments since the decision, President Biden tells leaders at the G20 summit in Brazil the U.S. strongly supports Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Russia says Mr. Biden is throwing oil on fire, although Vladimir Putin himself is yet to comment. The U.S. will allow Ukraine to use the missiles to hold on to a small chunk of Russian territory if it occupies Kursk, making the decision after the Kremlin allowed North Korean troops to fight there. At least 10 people have been killed after a missile was shot down and fell on residential buildings in Odessa, following a weekend of widespread Russian attacks. And now for some sports news. The Super Eagles suffered a shock 2-1 loss to Rwanda in their final 2025 AFCON qualifier in Uyo. The Super Eagles opened scoring in the 59th minute, courtesy of the individual brilliance of substitute Samuel Chukwueze. Although Rwanda drew level in the 72nd minute when Jumi Mutsini headed home a header beyond goalkeeper Maduka Okoye. The visitors then pulled ahead 3 minutes later through Innocent Nshuti. It was the first win by Rwanda over Nigeria at full international level. Despite the disappointing home loss, the Super Eagles won Group D with 11 points from 6 matches. Rwanda finished on 8 points but failed to qualify after Benin held host Libya to a goalless draw in Tripoli to go through to Morocco 2025 on better goals difference.
Feel very sad right now. It was not what we planned for. We scored, and then against the run of play we conceded, and we tried to change formation. Didn't work. It happened some of those days, and today is one of those days. Consider the second goal, try to change it.
And that's all we can take for news and sports for this hour on Wake Up Nigeria. But guess what? There's still much more. Stay with us.
Doubt and TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regular.
So let me go and look for my jam. So
my 20 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jam.
I want to close the show.
I can go. I can.
Okay, that's all we can take. Ejeki, close the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 1, Unavailable by Davido featuring Musa Keys.
We also have today's chef special.
Yo, shine, 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 shiny, yeah. Say recap done, and it's time for number 1 on the countdown. One of Nigeria's hottest artists right now, his name is Rema, and this one is called Charm. Kick it.
Another.
For dessert and a bit of nightcap, we have the night.
Welcome back and good morning, ladies. Good morning. There is so much happening online and there is a particular story that's highlighted. But I wanted to start with saying that I've had a lot of cause to, break a sweat whenever I go into a supermarket and I see the price tag. I look at the item I want to buy, I look at the price tag, and suddenly, for some reason, involuntarily, sweat just starts coming from here and maybe even here. I don't know. And I don't know, is it only me that sweats whenever I go to a supermarket these days? Such that, of course, with the advice of friends, family, go to the open market where you're already sweating by the time you get to the market anyway, so that the sweat doesn't bother you when the prices are almost exactly the same. Christmas shopping has become a task, a chore. And I even hear husbands are tagging along now just to be sure of what their wives are pricing them. But there is a highlighted story here that came up from yesterday. I'm not sure if you would like to read it.
Okay. No, just go ahead and you have it here.
All right. So it says here, Talk to V posted this. It says here, so my neighbor kept complaining that things would be more expensive by December and that if she had the money, she would buy everything she needed for Christmas this month. Yesterday, she later went to the market and bought a bag of rice, a carton of vegetable oil, and some tinned tomatoes and other things. But when the car carrying her goods dropped her off, she stepped down and went to the boot to wait for the driver to open it and offload her stuff. However, this driver took off with everything. My neighbor is feeling miserable right now. It has gotten to the stage where we all need to be extremely careful. If you have load in the boot, please allow the driver to get down before you. Snap his plate number if you can. A lot is happening in this country. So that post also made me want to break a sweat because I know that you can't carry all this load by yourself now. You're going to have to use a vehicle of some sort to carry it for you. I don't know. What would you do if, God forbid, something like that happened to you?
To be very honest, I don't even know. So it actually just still takes my mind back to certain things, right? going to markets, mode of transportation, of course, how people, buses are definitely better than the hailing services these days. But then again, sometimes when it comes to certain things, what I say, buses are more expensive than hailing services. No, buses are more expensive. I said, and the hailing services. Do you understand? The hailing services are also expensive. But I'm saying buses are expensive for people that normally take the buses.
For buses?
Yes, no. Okay. Are expensive for people that take the buses, and then hailing services are now more expensive than usual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and then most times the conversation is usually around, what to do at certain points, right? If you talk about, this particular story in question, she actually went to the markets to get like a whole lot of things. Yeah. That's what I'm assuming, right? Talking about, Christmas shopping and bulk buying and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, maybe the decision would have been to just take an hailing service. Just think about it. Do you understand? Because now think about
it. It sounds like a hailing service.
Was it hailing? Yeah. I thought it was bus.
No, it was a bus. It was a
car. Went to the back of the.
And now, so you know when you get to your house with the.
That's why it's paid.
So the driver was still in the car because, to be honest, he has no responsibility getting down from the car. It's not your personal
off your engine.
Go off your engine and come and open the boot.
She went to the boots with the hope that, he would have, all you just need to just tap on the boot. He opens it because he knows your things are in the boot. And then she gets her things out. Next thing, Oga drove off.
So in that circumstance, I hope she called. That's why whenever I book a ride, I will call you with the number, not on the app. Yeah. So of course you can trace on the app. That's an amazing thing about it. And now you have several things to report. I even saw one recently. Which day was I checking? Was the driver braking inappropriately? Yeah, inappropriately and all of that. So luckily, if that is the situation, then of course she can probably trace the guy, get his number. He can.
But at that point, where she probably spent a bag of rice is 100 and something K.
110K.
110. I even saw in the supermarket 126,000 naira in the supermarket.
At that moment.
And then a box of tin tomato. Now I'm trying to even. How was she still able to breathe when the car was driving away? Seriously.
You have to be calm. You have to be calm.
How? Be calm?
You have to
be calm. I don't even.
You have to calm down then.
Then the stress she's already gone through, going to the market, and then suddenly you're just looking at all those goods just drive away.
Was it intentional though? No, but seriously, there's sometimes you get forgotten.
No.
You may have forgotten that there was stuff in the car.
Well, God bless him if he forgot.
I know that these are very interesting times. Very interesting times, I would say. I've had various phone calls, especially people calling me on Instagram, wanting one help or the other, you know, financial support. And, you know, to be honest, I sort of shut down for a couple of days because, like, I wanted to just rein in on what I've been going through emotionally. So I decided, okay, you know, I'm not going to, you know, focus on anybody. I'm not going to everyone should just stay on their own first. Let me deal with myself first. But this morning, I think I was doing my morning devotion, and I was just reminded of, you know, some of those, you know, messages and calls of people asking for things. I'm just saying that I think this will be a time, because we understand the circumstances, for each and every one of us to, you know, see how, no matter how little, let's find a way to support one another. What that man did, he's a thief. I hope she reports. He did not. It was not a mistake. He deliberately ran away with those goods because he knew what he was doing. And even if I don't see a tweet of her acknowledging that he came back to her house with those things to return them. Let's assume that it was a mistake. So he stole those items. We've also seen reports of dispatch riders eating from people's food, eating from people's items. So please, we are all going through this thing together. We cannot be our own architect of our own misfortune. The way you are going through it is the way I'm also going through it. You don't know how much, you don't know if that was her last penny that she used in buying those things, but because you saw it in quantum, you felt she had it in quantum, and you know, so let me take out of it, don't take anything from her. It's not fair, it's not right. I don't think it's right for us to do this to one another. Instead, let's find a way to, even if you had begged for it, I'm sure she would have said, okay, since you asked. The Bible says, ask and you shall receive. If you don't ask, how would you know if you will not get asked before you now steal? And she will give you out of it now. Even if she gives you,
even if she does not decide to give you out of it, even if she does not give you anything, it's not your right.
It's not your right.
So,
but then if you don't ask, you never know if she wouldn't give you out of it or not, because you're now stealing from it and you know, driving off with it. It's not fair. I was having a conversation, with someone this morning, and then the person was talking about, that I should speak to one business owner now. Maybe they can, you know, make certain compromises for them. And I'm like, see, this time, I'm not making any compromise with my business. I'm not going to ask anyone to make any compromises with their business because things are tough. And I'm not going to ask anyone to break their bank or give their arm and their legs in this. No. So as you are doing it, please, let's all just, you know.
And sadly, there are a lot of these. I don't want to call them gangs now. Groups, like in the market. If there are cabs in the market, they could sadly be conniving with people in that space.
About that one is
I'm saying no. So I'm saying if for instance you are not sure about the person or the driver or the vehicle taking you back, be extremely attentive, monitor, take all the security protocols seriously this period of time.
So like the situation of what could she have done to make sure? Some of the guys when they drive, they actually feel not obligated at all to literally come out to help you.
Yes.
But anyway,
tell them.
You literally have to tell them to
please
calm down.
And
please, when you're in the market, literally because you're pulling one scam or the other.
Yes.
Especially those POS guys.
Exactly.
Lagos Island markets.
POS. Forget to. So please be careful where you pick the car from.
I literally had to walk into the banking hall.
Yes, to get.
But now even banks are even making it difficult because now you cannot even get as much cash as you want.
Sadly, I have to stop us on this one and let the audience give us their thoughts on this. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know. We can't wait to see your opinions on this particular matter. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regulars.
So let me go and look for my jam results.
My 280 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jam results.
I want to close the show. I can go. I can. That's all we can take. I choose to close the show.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Number 1, Unavailable by Davido featuring Musiki.
We also have today's chef special.
Yo, shine, 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 shiny, yeah. Say recap done, and it's time for number 1 on the countdown. One of Nigeria's hottest artists right now, his name is Rema, and this one is called Charm. Kick it.
Another.
For dessert and a bit of nightcap, we have the nighttime and online specials.
I want to start the gym, yeah? But do you know one thing that's actually keeping me back?
You should start the gym to get fat. Cricket.
She says she does pole dancing to empower women.
What's the difference? There's a difference.
That's what I'm saying.
So pole dancer, you're already almost naked. You're already almost naked.
No, the empowerment for me.
Sex can make a relationship better.
No.
Sex can never be overrated.
It is needed.
Especially when it's good sex too.
Almost every guy has been with somebody's girlfriend.
But they are for all of us now.
That's why you're still single.
I would not agree or disagree with that because I don't want to get into trouble. I have a home to go to.
Your next question.
Oh, you ready to fail?
Who is the person that used to suspense?
That woman.
Bam! Bam!
Yeah, today we'll go here.
Hey!
Let's catch up.
I'm sure we've been able to satisfy your cravings, yeah? Stay good. Entertainment for pure entertainment.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Welcome back. Now, if you know me and if you know Wake Up Nigeria, you know that we're always interested in showcasing talent right here on the show. When it comes to music, songwriters and producers come into the studio all the time. But today we have someone really interesting and different. He is a music lawyer. His name is Akinyemi Law. That's his nickname. Akinyemi is here because of a competition called the Akinyemi Law Song Contest, ALSC, and it's great to have you in the studio with us.
Thanks for having me.
Wow.
I'm in Lagos.
So, there are a lot of types of law, a lot of types of lawyers, And we've had conversations with many of them in legal space, but a music lawyer, what exactly does a music lawyer do?
Primarily a lawyer that works in the music industry, that understands how the business is conducted, and how the contracts are set up, all the important relationships that abide in the ecosystem, that is able to guide clients, whether investors, talents, or practitioners in the music industry. So essentially, lawyers are masters of law, or they're supposed to know the law. So a music lawyer is a lawyer who works in the music industry and understands the business and the inner workings of the law in that industry.
So, for instance, a young artist, a young talent, only truly becomes an artist when they're signed to some platform or label, or is only recognized as an artist once that happens. And that means that they need someone like you. But we've heard a lot of ups and downs in the industry in the past. What exactly is it that is more helpful when you go to a music lawyer than just any other one?
Yeah, I think, so you don't have to be signed to be an artist. An artist is anyone who is able to express themselves through the medium of, music, painting, photography, or things that society appreciates. But again, the importance of our work as lawyers working in the music industry is that we're able to advise, we're also able to forecast. We're also able to stay away from what we think could be problematic in the future when you're trying to, conduct transactions or get into relationships. And it would be very, very problematic if you do not get a lawyer that understands the inner workings and nuances, the culture, the convention of a particular industry. Even myself as a lawyer working in music, it would be very, very injurious to my clients or to any client if they retain my